your remote, I'm Laurel Bowman. More than 1 million U.S. power customers are in the dark as a bomb cyclone winter storm wallops the country, stopping highways, grounding flights, and causing misery for Christmas travelers. About 60% of the U.S. population is being affected. The AP's Ed Donahue reports.
The conditions include rain, snow, and bone-chilling temperatures.
It is throwing everything out but the kitchen sink.
Governor Kathy Hochul's state, New York, is feeling the effects. Power is out to more than 1 million homes across the country. There are rolling blackouts in the Tennessee Valley to conserve power. Thousands of flights are canceled, or in Alexis Goldberg's case in Newark, delayed.
We got to the airport and, as luck would have it, got out of the car and was hit with a 6-hour delay.
The severe weather goes coast to coast. It is super quickly on the phone. David Sargentson was scraping ice in Seattle.
I took a bit of a tumble when I first got out there to start chipping away at the ice.
Attempts are being made to get homeless people out of the cold. I'm Ed Donahue.
A 69-year-old white French gunman who opened fire at a Kurdish cultural center in Paris, France, killing 3 people, tells investigators he is a racist. That's what a source close to the case says. Fiji's parliament confirms former military strongman Sopaveni Rabuka as prime minister after a tense post-election period in which he accused the outgoing government of stoking fear and chaos to derail his return to power. A fire erupts overnight in a private illegal nursing home in the Siberian city of Kemerovo, killing 22 people. That's according to Russia's investigative committee. For more stories, visit voanews.com. That's VOA News. The United Nations on Saturday said Burkina Faso had no grounds for ordering senior UN official Barbara Manzi to leave the country, and that the doctrine of persona non grata could not be applied to her. Burkina Faso's military government on Friday put out a statement instructing Manzi to leave the West African country immediately. Strikes over pay are disrupting Christmas travel in the UK and France. British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak says his government has been looking into pay raises for public sector workers.
This confession of cutting public sector pay, the government has acted fairly and reasonably in accepting all the recommendations of the public sector pay review committee. An independent process the government has listened to.
French serial killer Charles Fobrage, responsible for multiple murders in the 1970s across Asia, has arrived in France after almost 20 years in prison in Nepal. His lawyer spoke to reporters as he was getting ready to leave the country.
The government of Nepal decided to deport him as soon as possible. So I was invited for necessary consultation and facilitation. So I arranged a plane ticket for him, and his friends also sent the money already.
The city of Bethlehem welcomes Christmas tourists after a COVID-19 lull. Here's a religion wrap from the AP.
I'm Walter Radliff with the Religion Roundup. Tourists crowd sacred sites as one of the stars of Holy Land pilgrimage destinations is rising again as pandemic restrictions subside. Bethlehem is located in the Israeli-occupied West Bank, just a few miles southeast of Jerusalem. The traditional birthplace of Jesus is usually a hotbed of tourists, but business owners like Saliba Nissen say the pandemic made the city of pilgrims a city of ghosts.
No tourists, no.
Bethlehem Hotel Association says the rooms are all booked up.
I see it as 100% occupancy for the 3 nights.
Workers are moving quickly to craft products for Christmas shoppers from abroad. Awesome Jacomans family has owned the Blessings gift shop for more than 3 generations.
I still need a bit more time, a couple of more years.
Although tourism hasn't fully recovered, this year's influx of visitors is a welcome improvement and an encouraging sign. I'm Walter Radliff.
The Church of Cyprus's ruling body on Saturday elected theologian Georgios as Archbishop, replacing the late Chrysostomos II. The Greek Orthodox Church has wide political and social influence on the East Mediterranean islands. Reporting via remote, I'm Laurel Bowman for VOA News.
Weekend in Africa. I'm Heather Maxwell, broadcasting from the Voice of America in Washington. It is great to be back with you again this weekend. In today's program, we are celebrating the best of African music in 2022 with some of the year's chart-topping tunes, plus a flashback mashup of highlight face-to-face music time in Africa interviews in Washington, New York, and Algeria. There's also two features, one with Ghanaian singer Aduma, whose new album, Becoming Aduma, marks her re-entry into the music world after fighting years of depression. And also, the Kenyan band Them Mushrooms celebrates its 50th birthday with a big party in Nairobi. Billo Gidi reports from the scene. And finally, Drop the Needle challenges a Miss Kokwadogza in Accra. So let's get to it. Starting out with the #1 bet of 2022 on Spotify's Africa Heat Editor's Pick, also one of my top favorites of the year. Here's Calm Down